start of the stream as well, so that's the thing. Alright. With Emax against Teemo, you'll actually find that's a lot easier
Yeah.
to play against him.
Hmm.
Because the blind doesn't do anything to you.
Gotcha.
And he's generally not tanky, so just throwing the E down for like 200, 300 damage and then an auto or two, it really starts to mess with him.
So Crystalline Flask is still probably the best item
You
in
can
this
either do
situation.
Flask or you can Blade and take a camp. Either one works here. Just depends on what you're more comfortable with.
I think I'll just go Flask.
Okay.
Just
That's
because he
perfectly
has
fine.
Ignite, I don't feel like I'll have a... Yeah.
But just
I
so
think
you
I'll
know,
just go...
when you go back, you get 6 potions after you take the camp. So
Okay, so you go Flask after you get the
no, no.
Doran's, what you're
You
saying?
take the Doran's Blade and then you go back with the amount of gold that you got from the camp, and you can buy
Oh.
5 to 6 potions.
Oh, okay, so start Wolves and then...
That's with the
So you're
Doran's
saying...
Blade. Since you started Flask, just go to lane and play it out like
Okay.
normal. If like you start Doran's Blade and take a camp, you know go to the camp. You don't burn the health pot. You go to the camp, you kill the camp, and you can buy anywhere from 4 to 6 health potions, or health / mana potions, a combination of whatever, and go to lane like that. So it's
Alright,
still like
I'll try that since, I mean,
yeah.
hell, it's a normal game, right?
Did,
Just take E against the camps, too?
yeah, just start E. Did you?
That's
Oh,
weird. The only person I've seen do this so far is Scion.
a
You know,
lot of
because of his
champions can
passive.
do it. Yeah, like
I didn't
Maokai.
even like. I don't see that at any of my games. I guess it's just at a higher level.
Yeah, most
You know.
people will usually take a camp because it's just more sustain, safety, everything like that.
Oh, shit, I
And
forgot my trinket. Oh my god.
the first
I'm like
TPs,
distracted. I'm like
it's all
completely
good.
forgot to buy a trinket.
It's all good. You're going back anyway if you're taking a camp. You started Blade, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. If you started Flask, it would probably not end well for you. You probably should burn. You could do it if you burn a Flask charge or two, but it would be a lot. It would be slow, and you'd miss out a lot. So, much better to start Blade. Alright. I'm getting in the load screen right now.
How did you tell it was Teemo?
Huh? Because I'm spectating, and it's, I could see
Oh.
both teams.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. We're loading in, so I'm still got a little while before any
Okay.
meaningful commentary.
I took Q level 2. I'm assuming that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Timo rocking his season 4 diamond icon. Alright, so I just got into game. Still got a little bit before anything happens here, so.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Do you get a point in W at level 3 even though you're maxing E, or you just ignore it?
No, you get a point in it because the sustain's nice.
Okay.
Five HP per attack. 10 if you pop it. It's not bad.
I missed the. Do you? Never mind. I'll wait till after this game is over.
It's fine. You can just ask it now if you want, like, so you don't forget, or it's up to you.
No, I was just the Rengar was ganking, so I just didn't want to talk while he was trying to help me out.
Gotcha.
That
So
was
good.
I almost died.
So good. Oh, Lysandra was being nice. She gave you a little leash.
Yeah.
Xerath is like my best friend whenever I'm taking Raptors at level 1. Because he just starts W and AoEs them all and they just die. Good job on the camp. Did it perfectly.
Oh, thank you. I didn't really know what to buy, so I went another Doran's and a Ruby Crystal. I mean, does that sound about right? I mean, I figured the extra life steal could help me sustain and the health will.
That's fine. I mean, like...
I didn't quite have enough for a magic resist item. Well, I did, but I wouldn't have had enough for pots. So I figured that could have...
How much did you go back with?
I think... wait a minute, I did. What am I saying? I think I had like 900. Oh, wait, yeah, I think I had like 900, I think. Wait, it was... Whatever the door... It was essentially...
Yeah, you're going to be about 900 with that. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. Like... I think there could have been... yeah, that's fine. I think just going for phase parts would have been a little better, but it's all good. Okay,
I'm used to running.
You kind of traded it a little unnecessarily there. When you
talk
take,
what?
I'm just gonna talk here about this.
Oh yeah, am I on the mic too? Is it?
Yeah, you're gonna be talking. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just I'll be explaining what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. So since you've never done the camp start before, this is something that is going to be new to you. So that's why I'm going to explain it here. Whenever you do a camp, the lane is going to push into you 100% of the time, unless the enemy does a camp as well. That was a good follow up to the Rengar gank.
Oh, thank you.
You lived. Okay, good.
Yeah, I was close. What I almost died because I kind of got distracted talking to you, and I was just like, "Oh, let me shut up real quick."
Yeah, but so the wave's always going to be pushing into you, which means you're going to have a hard time, even though you have the level advantage for a short amount of time. It's going to be difficult for you to trade because they're going to have.
I should just let it. Essentially, I should have just let it push to me.
Yeah,
right?
what most people end up doing in this situation is they just let it push to them. And then once it hits the tower and the wave resets, then they go aggro because they're going to have that advantage, or when the wave thins itself out.
Okay.
So just being aware of the position of the minions as well is okay. Does Nocturne kill you here?
No.
Okay, good. Being aware.
I could have flashed, but I felt like I didn't need to there. It was close. I was actually kind of hoping maybe he'd dive me and I could bait it.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you had turned around and flash stun the Teemo, it was game over.
Yeah, I could have maybe done that.
So you just took a lot of damage.
I did, but I backed right after.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. Yeah, and the extra Dorans isn't like the worst thing in the world, but yeah, you have the lead in lane. You have a definite edge for those of us who can pronounce words, and just kind of extending your lead by starting to build towards Trinity Force would probably be better. The extra Dorans, it sets you back a little bit, so that lead that you kind of got with that first assist is a little nullified when it comes to gold, but you're still up in EXP. So just kind of keep that in mind in the future. Like, being able to survive the lane, yeah, it's good, but try and think of the big picture as well when making choices with early game items.
So probably would have gone no magic or instead, you think, or?
No, you should just have gone. You just go for the Triforce.
Okay.
Like, just build normally. Like, you should have just gone the Ruby Crystal Longsword and then a lot of pots.
Okay. All right.
Taking 5 potions, 5 health potions back to lane against like a team or something like that is not a bad idea. Like, yeah, some people might say overkill. I say fuck the badger.
I got you. So here I bought the Phage and I got 500. Should I just go Amp Tome and some pots?
And just
Sapphire
get
and
mana.
pots?
Get the sapphire. The mana's gonna be more useful.
Yeah, I figured that.
The damage will be a little higher if you get the amp tome, yes, but it's just not. Like, being able to throw out like 3 or 4 more E's is gonna net you more overall damage and utility. Alright, so you got the Dorans, so you can really like start pressuring. Like, now that you got 2 Dorans, you need to actually assert dominance in the lane, because that's what you essentially spent money for. So just, yeah, throwing out stuns whenever you can, just trying to auto attack trade with them. Since he went amp, he's looking to go for a Seekers, it looks like. So he's a lot squishier since he's building armor, whereas you're doing primarily magic damage at the moment.
Okay.
Also, alright, hold up, I'm gonna see how you play this out before I make any comments. I'm assuming you just ulted.
Just now? Yeah.
I heard the classic spam.
My stupid mechanical keyboard. Yeah, it's so loud.
Oh, it's all good. I have one too. It's just that's what all Irelia players do whenever they ult, like, and they just need charges. Okay, so
you talking about the kill on Teemo?
No,
I didn't need the flat. Oh, I didn't need the flash there.
But what I am noticing is that you're missing a lot of opportunities to trade. So what I said about the minions, yes, it's relevant, but you're level 6 and you have your ult. Your ult is on a 60-second cooldown. You don't need to be. You don't be stingy with it. Like, you can dive into the minions, essentially E him, start autoing him. When the minions turn to you, just use your R through him and the minions in order. And
then just get the maximum amount of damage and health back. Okay.
Yeah, and you can essentially sustain through the minion damage you're going to be taking, and actually heal back from it. So you're playing just a little too passively. You excel in burst trade.
I guess my problem is I'm respecting him because he's diamond, and I'm kind of like.
Oh, fuck
assuming...
that! He's diamond.
I guess that's my issue. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter to you, but you know I don't.
No, it's just okay. Here.
I guess it's just one of those things where I'm assuming he's going to be better than me.
No.
And it's like.
Okay, here's what you do. Okay, like you Well, this doesn't really matter much for you since names aren't really important. But what I do, and a lot of other people do, is we turn off the names in game, so we don't know who we're playing against. Essentially, like, it's not sitting there staring us in the face all the time.
Yeah, I don't have the names on either because I find it a little easier to like see what's going on in fights. Like the
oh, okay, here. Hold up. This is actually important. When playing top lane, you know, like, whenever you kill the enemy, if it is safe to do so, always shove the wave into the tower. Okay?
Okay. See, I was just afraid because I didn't have a ward up, that I figured if with my health being what it was, I could die to like a gank or something.
No,
so...
you were fine. Like, your health was fine. Like, the thing is if you probably could have killed Nocturne even if he'd shown up, because he's got a Poachers and a Vamp Scepter at this point. Like, that's something you could have checked with Tab. And your stun lasts 1.75 seconds right now. That's I
saw my wave was pushing to the tower, and I figured that'd be good enough. But I guess I could have stayed a little longer.
Yeah, because if he had got if he was chosen to do so, he could have actually just froze it right there, and you would have been you could have been like potentially screwed. But he decided not to. So okay, yeah, you Q onto a minion next to him, and then you just kind of walked away. Like, just throw down the E. Like, it's there to be spammed. Like, you don't have to get the stun. Yeah, there you go. Just keep doing that. It's like on a 7-second cooldown or something like that. 8-second cooldown. Just throw it out, let the damage stick, because he has no health. He went Sheen Cloth Armor. So, he's... essentially, after he Q autos you, that's all of his damage right there, unless you just, like, start running over ungodly numbers of shrooms.
Thankfully, he hasn't been placing that many shrooms. It's kind of funny.
He has been, but they're just not in good places.
Oh, okay.
Like, they're in really bad places. I'm not going to tell you where any of them are, because I want to see if you hit any of them, because this is kind of funny. But, yeah, he's been placing them, just not in typical locations.
Holy shit, that was really bad on me. Oh well.
Yeah, so just trading a little more aggressively once you have the edge is something that I definitely recommend. That's going to help you, like, do what you want to and snowball your lead. Because it puts pressure on the enemy in order to perform. Whereas you just kind of run in E and then you kind of force them into a pigeonhole because they either like, okay,
Okay.
do I all in them, all in Irelia, or do I just keep taking this poke damage to the point where she's going to be able to all in me?
Yeah.
It forces them to make that decision. Whereas you just kind of dash in, E, smack them once or twice, and casually walk away.
Okay.
So put the burden on them as opposed to like keeping on yourself by like, okay, if I go in, he's gonna poke me. No, no, no. If you
More
go
like,
in,
oh shit,
if
I'm
you're
going in.
if you go in, you're gonna wreck him. That needs to be your mindset
Okay.
because you're 1-0 and 2. He has a little bit of a CS lead on you, but that's because the minion wave positioning. Like yeah, there's like opportunities right here where I'm seeing that you could queue onto minions, and you're just not taking the opportunity to poke them down, like whittle them
Yeah.
down. Like, Teemo has no sustain. He has a flask and 4 potions. Like, he has no init sustain. 8 seconds is not going to be long enough for that to heal him back up to the point where it's going to save his life.
That's true. I guess I should have here.
Yeah. I feel like you're, like, worrying a bit too much about CS.
That's true. I'm kind of obsessed with it, and that's probably a bad thing.
Like, yeah, CS is good, but being able to harass him, like, get a kill on him is also really good, especially when you won't lose too much CS. Like, the minion wave was directly outside of your tower. Like, it wasn't in tower range yet, and he was walking up with a, like, one-hittable caster minion right next to him. You could have just gone on him right there, like, killed him or forced
True.
him back, and still gotten every
Mm.
single piece of farm before he hit your tower.
Okay.
So just looking for opportunities of aggression like that by, obviously looking at their minions, like that needs to be like a higher priority for you because you're just not taking some of these opportunities that could turn into very beneficial trades for you.
Okay. I don't know what's going on in this game. I think Janna's intentionally feeding or something. It's
Yeah,
really
I don't
chaotic
know.
right now. I don't know what the hell's happening. People are just kind of standing around in mid dancing, so I guess this isn't really like the greatest game.
Yeah, but still, like, there's still a lot that I'm seeing from just your play
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah, I got you.
yeah, like laning, team fighting is pretty straightforward with Irelia and not too difficult to understand, comprehend, or master. The laning is what matters because that's going to get you that lead in solo queue. Solo
Yeah.
queue is essentially a measure of your ability to play the laning phase.
Yeah, that's how I've always kind of looked at it too. But this is so dumb. I want to actually have a real game and everyone just kind of chilling. Like literally all the teams are just standing around.
Oh my god.
You'll see it in like a second. It's so dumb.
God bless.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Okay, in this
This is
situation as well, yeah, the upgraded like Gala Trinket's good, I know, but Sweeper would be much better here, getting an Oracle
okay.
just because Teemo.
All right.
Like this
I
is
guess I'm just gonna keep pushing top. This is retarded. What's going on mid? I'm just gonna ignore it. What's happening, and then just keep split pushing. I guess.
it's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
there's still a lot to
You'll
learn.
see. You'll see it in about a second or two, or about a minute.
Yeah. So just
So sweeper instead of the double ward thing.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure. But yeah, just kind of like keep that in mind. Always being like looking for opportunities to trade to pressure your opponent. Like you play the laning phase really passive, from what I was
Mhm.
seeing, and
Well, that's. I think it probably had to do with me taking teleport instead of ignite, but
that shouldn't.
I guess that's.
Irelia
Yeah,
has really strong kill pressure.
it shouldn't
regardless.
matter. I know. It's a mindset I got to get over.
Yeah, and
You
that
know.
takes time, but just yeah, don't respect your opponent so much that you play differently than
Okay.
you normally would. Like that is the #1 key to losing your lane before it even starts.
I got you.
You know, I have a good story. Like this happened about a week ago or so.
I was
Hmm.
playing solo queue, and I had to play support, right? So I go bot lane with this 80 carry, and we load into the game, and it's sneaky elimination on the other team, right? He's practicing
That's
support.
funny.
He's practicing support Veigar for when he played it this week, right?
Yeah.
And I was Janna, and I had an Ezreal. It was Corki Veigar, and my Ezreal goes, "Oh my God, it's sneaky, my idol," and he plays extremely passively all lane, and he misses out on 5 kills for it because he just would not go in because he was scared of sneaky. Like, playing scared because of someone's like rank or renown is going to lose you the lane automatically. Yes, they're good. They're not always good. And the same goes like just diamonds and stuff.
Yeah.
So just kind of keep that like in the back of your mind whenever you're playing. Like in solo queue, if you ever see like you're up against a diamond in lane or something like that, just be like, I can beat this guy. I know it. Just positive reinforcement helps you win the lane.
Yeah, most of the time I do have that. I guess it's just, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm being spectated. That's
Maybe.
probably what.
You know, it's perfectly fine.
I guess it's kind of like I didn't want to make a mistake and look like an idiot kind of thing. I don't think that's all what it is, but I think it has something to do with it maybe.
I mean, I know that like from a coaching perspective, I'd rather see a person like branching out and trying to push their limits and you know making some mistakes than watching them kind of just.
And now our team just
Yeah.
joke surrendered, even though we were winning super hard. What a dumb game.
Yeah, I'm starting to see this little dance off here. It's
Yeah, I
That's the
voted
thing.
no. I just wanted to win, and they.
it's whatever. Like it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was definitely a lot more opportunities for you to play aggressive.
Okay.
You had the lead. You had, you know, sustain up on him with double Lauren's blades, and your W passive. You had all these tools at your disposal, yet you were still playing scared. And you know, from someone who has their thing like how do I carry a solo queue, like essentially, like how do I carry solo queue better? That's how like taking advantage of those opportunities is how.
So essentially, as soon as I got that assist earlier from the first gank, I probably just played essentially like, okay, I'm the boss of this lane.
Yeah.
He got shut down early, and just be pretty much relentless unless unless the jungler's nearby or whatever. Just play
Exactly.
it.
Like that's
Gotcha.
you need to when you have a lead, you need to abuse it. Like especially when it's up against a champion like Teemo or something like that, when they excel in early bullying. Like that's what they do. Like Quinn, Teemo, all the range like 80 carry quote unquote top laners. They excel because they can poke you down early on and then kind of establish dominance from that point forward. If they give up a kill at level 3 or 4, they have lost that advantage. Especially against Irelia, who excels at dealing with squishy ranged targets.
Okay. Yeah, because like Jace is kind of the same way.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
it's
a
not
little
exactly the
harder,
same.
but yeah, he's
he's harder.
still essentially the same thing. Like if you
Because
get a
he's so
lead,
annoying early, but then like once I hit like those early, once I get an early item or two, he's not even hard.
Yeah.
You just get the tabbies and then just essentially wreck him at that point. So
yeah, like he's not even a difficult matchup. It's just that,
I normally play a little bit more aggressive. I think it was probably just like what I was saying earlier, a mixture of probably respecting him too much and also being spectated, not wanting to look stupid, like giving up like a kill when I didn't need to or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But,
that's fine. But yeah, definitely like. Yeah, I completely understand, like whenever people
because
play
like,
on
to
like.
be honest, I don't really get a lot of advice or whatever from other people because generally I'm one of the better of my group of friends that
Yeah.
plays. So I don't really, no one's really telling me how to play Irelia better. So it's sort of like a new thing for me. But like I said, I obviously want to improve and
Yeah.
get up to diamond. So that's kind of why I'm doing it right now. So
And all right, so the game just ended.
yeah,
Rip Jana.
stupidest game ever.
Jesus.
That was pretty retarded, but yeah, I mean, at least it was a joke surrender, not something that we really screwed up or whatever.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, just being able to
I gotta.
capitalize. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Uh, that kill I got on Timo. Was there anything I did wrong there? I think it was like the second one I had. I mean, did I play it pretty correctly, or did you see any like? I think I had to. Maybe it was the
It was
second
when you
time I
flashed,
died.
right?
Yeah, because I thought my Q would kill the back minion, and then I could just Q right to him. But I guess I misjudged the damage, and then I just flashed. I mean, it was still worth it, obviously, because we killed him. But it was. I mean, I guess besides the I mean, the thing is, I felt like I had to do it like right then because like what's his face was coming up, Rengar, and if I felt if I waited any longer, he could have possibly ran into a shroom and like got wind of what was happening. So I just kind of went when the minion was, I guess, not quite low enough. I think what it was when I normally have my W at 3 or 4 points, I easily could have queued and killed it because I proc W first and then Q in. But I guess there, because I only had 1 point in W, it didn't do as much damage as I assumed, and then I had to just flash and E him. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think you need to flash there though, because you already know that his flash is down.
Yeah.
From the
My only
earlier-
thing is like my W was on at that point, and I felt like I would have lost a lot of my damage if I wouldn't have got to him and
No,
used it straight away.
no, you wouldn't have. Your W
Okay.
isn't nearly as important if you're maxing E first.
That's true.
It's 15 damage a swing. That's not.
Should I just kind of ran up to him at that point?
At that point, just running up to it. Rengar landed the bola from over the wall.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
And then he had 5 stacks of ferocity. You could just follow it up with a snare afterwards.
Didn't he land the bola because I stunned him though, or was it the other way around?
You stunned him and then Rengar threw the bola afterwards because you flash stunned. Like he would have landed it regardless of whether you'd stunned or not.
You think he would have hit it?
That was
okay,
a free as shit bola.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure that he hit
Like
it.
if he misses that bola, that's when you flash.
Okay, gotcha.
Like if the jungler has a form of CC available and they don't have flash, you can save your shit till later if you can't like proc it instantly before they get there. If the jungler misses their stuff and it looks like they're gonna get away, that's when you flash and then throw your CC.
I gotcha.
So try not to be jump the gun like so much there, but like it was still fine. You guys got the kill, but yeah, like just taking a bit like being more aggressive, I guess.
Just take every advantage I have in lane, essentially.
Yeah, take all advantages and snowball it. A thing I like to go by when I'm playing is when you're ahead, get yourself more ahead. Do things that will benefit yourself. Like just look for things like, okay, if I do this right now, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna lose? Like in the majority of the situations when team was pushing, like had a wave pushing up to you, and you're just kind of farming. Like you could have been like, all right, if I go in, I'm gonna get like chunk Teemo to half, and what am I gonna lose? I'm gonna lose like 1 minion.
Yeah, I guess that was my. I guess I've just been like obsessed with CS for like a pretty long time, because I generally have the most on the team and whatnot, and it's just something I've always wanted to be pretty good at, And I guess I tend to almost value it always above almost anything else, and I guess that's something I need to work on, just because. I mean, not dying, he's backing off, and he's missing CS, so it kind of balances out,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I definitely could have missed a 1 or 2 some more damage.
Because you could have gotten you could have just. I think you could have killed him like a probably solid 5, 6 more times. I probably could have got
even more fit than what I did, because I ended up ending the game like 6-1.
Yeah, you could have had like double-digit kills for sure.
Yeah.
Because the way he was playing, he was completely disrespecting your ability to just completely jump on him and absolutely crush him all game.
Yeah.
Like he was not respecting you in the slightest. Like
I kind of caught on towards
or your ability to play.
When I got that second kill is when I kind of caught on that he wasn't as good as I thought he was going to be. So then I started to do it then, but at that point the game didn't matter because Janna was intentionally feeding, etc. But
it's just taking those advantages and snowballing your leads. And hold on 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
But just that's like really all I was seeing from your laning. And 1 sec. But I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, minion management. That's the second thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Whenever you kill your opponent, push up. Like,
Yeah.
ask your jungler to help you push up if they're there, but always get under the tower, because that's going to deny them a lot. It's going to reset the way back to the middle of the lane, and it's going to cause it to push towards you, denying them even more.
Okay. Generally, I do that. I think it was just that one time I was just slightly afraid because I was really low health, you know?
You're
and I was just
sitting
like,
at about a little less than half, maybe like 40%.
oh, wait, maybe we're talking about two different instances.
Yeah, I'm talking about the big one where you just kind of like killed them and then left it. Like, you were at half health, you just recalled in a bush.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could have just, I should, I saw that it was pushing up, but it wasn't quite pushed all the way.
You want to make sure that sucker gets under the tower.
Yeah. I figured the
because otherwise it's just going to deny you CS at that point.
Yeah, because by the time it gets to him, he'll probably miss like a couple, but
he'll
then
miss like 2, 3, but he'll be there because the minion wave takes time to push that. Like, you push a lot faster than the minion wave does.
Especially since we had a cannon minion, the tower would probably focus on that. He may not even miss more than one. So, yeah, that makes sense. I should have probably been paying attention more to the actual wave itself. So, thanks for that advice too. I appreciate it. I guess it's on an hour, so I mean, it's probably all the time I have for now. I appreciate it. How do you do PayPal for payments or?
Yeah, the link should be on my profile, like right at the very bottom, I believe.
Okay.
I haven't checked it in a while, so.
I mean, are you willing to do any more lessons around the same time?
Yeah, I mean, I keep my schedule as up to date as possible. You know, there's some things that I just can't control that come out of the blue, which is the site can be sometimes, you know, kind of meh because I can't cancel a lesson that I accepted if something comes up. So,
okay.
like, that's something that I want to. We're partnered with the site, so I've got the creator and manager on Skype. So it's something I'm going to talk to him about because it's a little silly.
Okay.
Because like yesterday I had something come up. Oh,
sorry, I'm just trying to find your account.
Here I can give you the link right here.
Okay. Because like I click your profile in my lessons, and instead it just does nothing.
It's at the very bottom. It's under the payment section.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I can't cancel a lesson or anything like that, so it's kind of silly. Like I had something come up yesterday because our practice times got changed, and so I could no longer do a lesson that I had already approved, and I couldn't cancel it because it doesn't exist for coaches.
Yeah.
Like students can cancel if something comes up. I'm just screwed though. Yes, I really do.
So if something comes up and then essentially you can't make it, you can't cancel.
I have
so
to. I just message them and I'm like, hey, something came up. I can't cancel and I can't do the lesson, so I'm just letting you know here. And then I just kind of look like a ass. And I'm like, I can't do anything about this. I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you for being understanding about me being a little late.
No, it's no problem. $10, right?
Yeah.
Is that about okay?
Yeah, and if you ever like see a time like that I have available that works for you, go ahead and just take it. And that's what they're there for.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that now. I'm not sure if it'll be Monday or Tuesday, but
Perfectly
I will
fine either way.
Definitely try one way or the other.
Yeah,
but,
the people that
it.
the people that ask me, hey, can I take this time slot? It kind of gets annoying after a while, because these are the time slots that I've like set aside specifically. Like, okay, I'm going to have X amount of hours on this day open for coaching, and like that's what I make available on the site, right? And then they ask me if they can take a slot that's already open. Like, I understand if you're messaging me about a slot that isn't open that you'd like to like see if I could do, but if you're if you just see a slot that you like, take it. It's there for a reason.
Okay.
Because some people will message me and be like, "Can I take 2 o'clock on Monday?" I'm like, I don't know. Can you?
All right, I'll go ahead and once I know, I'll definitely put it in. You'll see it in a day or two.
I check it every like couple. I check the site like 4 or 5 times a day, and then I have it set to send me email notifications whenever a new lesson.
Okay.
So I'll definitely see it.
One quick question before I
go for
me to do any save any replays, and then that way.
If you want to go over any replays, that's something completely up to you.
Okay.
Like I have everything like I do in the lesson plans there. That kind of gives you a basic outline of what I do. But I'm open to whatever kind of coaching helps my student out the best. Whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Um, and that
So
just
just
because
so just kind of go with the flow. I'll
Yeah.
save some replays if I can. Otherwise, we'll figure out something else next
yeah,
lesson.
whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like you need to work on. Like I've had people come up to me and do replay analysis. I've had people come up to me and be like, okay, second lesson 1v1 me. All right, second lesson, how have I improved on what you talked about last time? There's a lot of different things that do every single lesson. So
Okay.
and it just depends on what the student feels comfortable with, what they want to do. I try to tailor my lesson to most benefit the person that I'm coaching and ask
Sure.
them what they want from me.
Okay.
Because if they coach me and I'm like, what do you need help with? It gets a little difficult. But if I can just kind of narrow it down to what they want, then
Yeah.
it makes it a
And
lot easier
obviously,
on me and a lot
if you-
better for them too.
If you see anything that I need to improve on that I don't mention, just obviously, which you have been doing, just continue to mention it
Yeah.
because it's hard to see it from my own perspective. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. It's
all
a
right,
lot harder to see your own mistakes and if you have someone else watch a replay and they can kind of point it out for you,
Yeah.
like things that you weren't able to see just because of self bias happens to the best of
All
us.
right, man. I appreciate it, and I went in and sent your payment, and I'll go in and schedule the the next lesson whenever I know, and I'll probably talk to you next week.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good.
All right, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, and I will talk to you later. If you have any additional questions, feel free to message me in client curse voice over the LOL coaching site. I'll try and get back to any of them as soon as I
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
About just matchups, items, whatever, whatever.
I'll probably just put them on a notepad like I did my last one, and then
Yeah.
I'll just ask you in person, probably.
Yeah.
So.
Some people do. I have a lot of my, a lot of people I've worked with in the past still on my friends list, and I just, from time to time, they ask me questions from here and there. It's just about
Alright.
what do I build in this matchup? Things like that, on the fly. So, just
Okay.
things if you have anything like that, feel free, just fire away. If
Alright,
not,
man.
if you feel like you want to wait till the next lesson too, that's perfectly okay as well.
All right, man. If something comes up, I'll definitely message you. Otherwise, I'll probably talk to you next week. Thanks.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Alright, I'm gonna close the stream down now. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that was my only lesson for the night, and I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube.